All right, let's get started. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join. My name is Robert Gabriel. I'm the President and CEO of Microwize Technology, and I'll be the moderator today. I will have with me a few people to help me. I have Kim Kozak and John Phillips. They're going to be helping me today. There's just a disclaimer. Anything you learn in this seminar, you need to verify yourself. Microwize cannot be held responsible of any loss of data or revenue. This meeting is being recorded and it will be made public probably by the end of the day or Monday. Today, we're going to be talking about what's new in Medisoft 27. Now, as a lot of you have Medisoft Cloud, you will get that automatically as soon as we verify it's bug-free and your practice is ready for it and it's not going to affect anything. It's nice to know what is coming as changes to the Medisoft 27. There's some exciting features, many features is actually happening in the version 27. Would love to share it with you today. So let's get started. Number one is we have multiple levels of patient alerts. Obviously, people were asking for more alerts. So when you open a patient, you want to see multiple levels of alert. So now when you open the patient, you will see the alert. You have all of those alerts boxes. And when when the alert pops up on the screen, you will see it like that. And you will be able to remove an alert from the patient record so it doesn't come up again for whatever reason if you don't want it to show up again. So you can hit the red X and that alert will just disappear. Another feature, which is probably a very common request that we get all the time, or I personally heard multiple times from different people, where if somebody duplicated the patient, how can I merge them into one patient? And we didn't have a way to do that until version 27. Guess what? Yes, you can now merge. So if you go to tools, you can choose merge and you pick merge from what patient into what patient. And of course, there's limitations, what can be merged, what kind of patient can be merged and what's not. But if it fits with the requirement, you will be able to merge two patients together. So you have one chart instead of have to deal with two different charts for whatever reason. If you like to participate by interrupt me, you can interrupt me anytime. If you don't have a way to unmute yourself, you can type the question and Kim is going to help me reading the question and I would love to give you the answer if I know it. Okay, another very common request is, can I move the charge from one case to another? So for whatever reason, somebody went and entered the transactions in the wrong case. And, why do I have to delete them and re-enter them again? It's kind of like, this is computer. You should be able to move things around. And guess what? Version 27 will let you do that. So you see the screen here, you will see two different new buttons. One is called MC, which is move charges, and the other one is move charges. So let me show you this in real time. So I'm switching to the Medisoft here. So number one is you will need to add this column here. So this column, when you double click on it, you will see something called MC for move charges. Then you will see this button here. So now if I turn this on and I click, so this feature here, you need to add this column. This column has to be in, and you can pick and choose which charge you want to move over. And you can add this column here by double clicking on this black dot. Then you need to click move charge. And if you say, I want to move it to this case, so you can choose the case that you want. And if you hit OK, then now if I go, so now this charge has been moved. This is a confirmation that it was moved. And now if I move to the other case, I will see the charge that I just moved. And obviously, you did see that it disappeared from here and it went to here. I get this request many, many times. This is happening now in version 27. Congratulations. A lot of people have been waiting for this. The next thing was also another very common request. People want to add multi-pages PDF to the patient record. So now you can scan the PDF and you can either store one page or you can store the whole document, and you will see it like this with the different pages of the PDF. Now, Medisoft is not a document management, but at least now you can store multiple pages for whatever reason with PDFs, and you can scan them right in the multimedia tab. That's a very common request that we also been getting. Okay, so no questions. So either you guys love it or you don't care about it. So we'll find out. Okay. Now the next feature is the added. Kim, we have a question. You want to read it?
Yep. This is actually just a comment from Virginia saying that she loves it.
Okay, great. All right. So now the next feature is, I like some feedback like this. I don't like it where it's so silent. The next feature is adding facilities. So in Medisoft, we never really had facility with the scheduling. So now you can actually create the facility. So in the old days, we might have to make a different provider for different facilities. But now this on the right-hand side here, this from the scheduler. So as you're setting an appointment, so it's the same provider, but now you can have different facility, and that will correspond with the facility in the charges. So that's the facility that you might get on the transaction entry or in the case. So now it's also reflected in the schedule, so you can schedule patient in the proper facility, and you don't have to create duplicate patient, one for each facility. So that a lot of people also wanted to do that, where the patient is been seen in the hospital or nursing home, or so you don't need to create a schedule for it's the same provider, but the one provider can be seen patient in different type of facility. So when you go to list, you will see facility list, so you can add all your facility, and you will see that when you double click on an appointment and make an appointment, so you'll be able to pick which facility it is. Moving along here, another very, very common request I've been getting since I've been in business from day one. That's not to date myself, for about 25 years now, is can I know what the remaining deductible is, especially at the beginning of the year? Okay. Medisoft is owned by a company called CGM now. CGM, they also own a clearinghouse. It's called eMedics. So if for whatever reason you're unhappy with your clearinghouse, hint, hint, if you're uncomfortable by having an insurance company owns your clearinghouse because it causes conflict of interest, this is a good clearinghouse to move to. And if you do that, one of the features that you can have is having to know in real time inside Medisoft is what is your remaining deductible is, especially in the beginning of the year. Now, you running a business, regardless of your practice, a physician, or a billing service, you are running a service and you're running a company, and you wanted to make sure that your cash flow is not hurt. So there's no other business on earth that the customers comes to you and leave without you know how much they need to pay you. Only in healthcare, okay? And one of the biggest obstacles that we have is this stupid deductible, how much there is deductible. The patient might not be comfortable to tell you how much they have remaining because they're hoping that maybe somebody's going to make a mistake and not get paid or not get paid on time. By having a tool like this under your fingertip, you're able to know if the patient has a remaining deductible, not just how much their deductible is, but what's the remaining deductible, and collect it on the spot. By collecting the money on the spot, guess what? It's going to save a lot of steps from happening. It's going to save you from sending a statement, from making a phone call, from have to wait for the EOB, and it might save you 1 month, 2 months, 3 months in cash flow. If you know what the deductible is, get it now. You don't have to wait for everybody else to eat up the deductible and hold on your claims. And one of the dangers by people holding on their claims, unfortunately, one of the danger is if patients switch to Medicare Advantage, for example, and didn't tell you, they just told you they have Medicare and they think they do have Medicare. And now you hold on the claims till July or May, and you lost for timely filing of 90 days. It's heartbreaking when I see people losing money because of they didn't know that the patient switched to Medicare Advantage. So by having a tool like that, it pays, it saves your business because you would know on the spot how much the patient owes you, or how much they need to pay, and able to collect that money on the spot. And please make it easy. Yes, by taking credit card, it might cost you 2.5%, but it costs you a lot more by waiting. You don't want to wait. You don't want to wait because your chance of getting paid on the spot is much better than have to wait for a statement and errors and not bill. I see tons of errors in multiple practices and multiple businesses where things goes unpaid or things go not, they thought they sending statement and they're not sending statement and all of that. And the statement, cost money. By make it easy for you to run your business by taking credit card and having a tool like that, knowing what's the remaining deductible is, take it on the spot. And you will be surprised that patients are happy to just get it out of the way. You don't have to wait for somebody to suck it up or to take the bullet on the behalf of everybody else. Okay, Kim, I think we have another question or comment.
Yep, this is from Rosemary. It says, how much does eMedix EDI cost per provider with the eligibility feature?
I believe it's this $99, which is another thing that every clearinghouse that I'm aware of, they raise their prices. If you didn't get the notice, you will be getting the notice. They raise their prices by 12-15%, okay, which is a lot. It's huge. I never seen in my life an increase like that from a clearinghouse, 15% one shot. Okay, so again, we know there's an big insurance company, but a very big clearinghouse, and of course they going to milk it, and they going to, they I don't know why an insurance company wants to own a clearinghouse, but that's beyond my pay scale. And if you, for whatever reason, you unhappy about that, either from the increase or the conflict of interest or the eMedix is a good choice to move to, I do highly recommend. So it's about $99 per month per provider for unlimited claims, eligibility verification, and enhanced eligibility, where you get to know inside Medisoft what is the remaining deductible for the patient is. Thanks for the question. Okay. And that's it. So I believe, let's open the floor. I think we have one more question.
Yep, we do have another one from Asha. How do we sign up with eMedix EDI? Separately through them, directly, or through Microwize?
Through Microwize. So John is John on the line with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, John is going to show you a contact number and an email. So you can contact, or you can call Microwize if you've been dealing with a sales rep and you want to continue dealing with that person, you can just contact your normal sales rep within Microwize. So any other questions before John shares with us some contact information and some promotions that we're running? Okay. So I dedicated this time for you. So even if you have a question outside of the Medisoft upgrade, but you're welcome to ask it today after John does his presentation. It's really important to understand the value of the cloud. I know the majority of you are on cloud already, but one feature that I want to make sure that you're not underestimating is cybersecurity. Cyber attacks is on a huge rise, and with all the wars happening and the threats happening from foreign countries, cyber attacks is a huge increase. And by having, nobody's 100% protected. By being with Microwize Cloud for the Medisoft, you are as protected as it can get. Okay, I'm not going to say it's 100%, but it's 99.999, and nobody can protect you. One of the features that we don't brag about so much is, other than having one of the top people in the industry dealing with your servers and dealing with your data and all of that, we also have external security firm that is actually monitoring the data and the traffic that's going in and out to make sure there's no unsuspicious traffic. And this feature alone costs a lot of money, and no practice can afford to have, not even hospitals can normally afford to have this. By having our cloud, is we do have that feature, and we do have that extra layer of security other than the multi-layers of backups and offsites and all of that, which is most practices cannot afford to have, or most businesses. So please, if cloud is an option for you, go for cloud, because it's a bulletproof And it makes me sleep better at night to know that you guys are protected. It's heartbreaking when I hear that somebody get attacked, or somebody has to deal with ransomware, or somebody has to deal with and with all the hackers and all the ransomware attacks. They're very sophisticated now because they know the handful of type of backups out there, and they attack your backups as soon as they get in. And it's heartbreaking to see that people lose data for multiple years. I know people lost 15 years worth of data, 20 years worth of data, and they have to start from scratch. And you don't want to do that, because you will lose a lot of money by not knowing what your AR and who owes you what, and have to start from scratch. You don't want to do that. You know, it's not worth it. And some people think they're protected by having an insurance against cyber attack, but the insurance is against cyber attack does not pay you for loss of revenue, or loss of, they might pay for sending patient a letter to say that you were attacked, and that's a very costly, and offer them security monitoring, but that doesn't do anything for your business, doesn't do anything for bringing your data back. Or some people think the insurance company is going to negotiate with the attacker and give them money, but do you really want to do that? Do you really want to reward the attacker by even having an insurance that your insurance rate is going to go up the wazoo by having to claim that and have to pay the hacker and reward the hacker? Protect yourself by being with the cloud, Microwize Medisoft cloud. You are as protected as it can get in this end. Okay, without any further ado, I will turn it into John.
Robert?
Yes.
Go ahead, Kim.
Sorry, excuse me. We do have two other questions actually that
Great.
came in.
I love questions.
The first one is from Rosemary. It says, can you scan multiple PDF documents into Medisoft even if it's on the cloud?
Yes, you can scan multiple documents, but you're not going to be able to organize them as what a document management does. Like document management might have different folders or different index for different documents. But yes, you will be able to scan multiple documents, but they're going to be independent files. They're not like in categories. Like document management software, they might have one for EOBs and another one for lab results, another one for signed documents, or whatever you need to scan documents for. So we were lacking the multi-page PDF scanning, so we have that, but that still does not make Medisoft a document management. So if you have a lot of need for hefty document scanning, document management, with different folders and different layers of organizing your documents, you do need to have a document management software. Okay, next question.
Okay, and then the second question we had was from Virginia, and that says, we currently use Change Healthcare for our eligibility through Medisoft and office hours. Would we need to change clearinghouses to use this?
Great question. So the question is, can I have my claims going through Change Health and my eligibility going through eMedix? And I'm going to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure. John, can you confirm that? Or if you're not sure, let's verify that. I know in the past I had practices doing sending claims through one insurance company, but receiving ERA or eligibility through a different insurance company. So historically, the answer is yes. But if you're not sure, John, we'll need to.
We can check and get back to you, Virginia.
Okay, thank you. Any other question?
Nope, that looks like everything we had so far.
All right, great. All right, John, take it from here.
Of course. Okay. Thank you so much, Robert, for walking us through the Medisoft version 27 features. Definitely, these features will make workflows more effective. So the $1 million question, what are my upgrade options for version 27, and what promotions Microwize is currently running for these features? So you do have two different options for the upgrade. The first option is whether you're using Medisoft and you have an older version and you want just to upgrade your Medisoft, you can upgrade it from the current version to version 27, and you can use this promotion. I'm going to discuss it further more at the end, the promotion that we're running on server-based upgrades. Or the other option, which is where everyone really is leaning towards, is Medisoft Cloud. And let me tell you why. Robert mentioned a very important point, which is cybersecurity and security. And this is one of the main things that we provide here in our cloud, on Medisoft Cloud. Security is one of the, you want to access Medisoft and you want to make sure that you are accessing it in a secured environment. So this is actually one of the services that we provide with Medisoft Cloud is we take care of that, of security, and on the top of that, we take care of the backups. So you don't have to worry about backing up your data. You don't have to worry about security. And on the top of that, with the technological progress around us, especially for the past 2 years, working remotely became essential. Like everyone here is working, like everyone actually is working remotely. They want to access their software and do the billing from home, from the office. This where Medisoft Cloud comes in. You're not tied to a specific workstation to do your billing. You can exit from home, from the office, anywhere, anytime, and underline this, in a secured environment. And this where Medisoft Cloud comes in. Adding to that, if you ever use Medisoft and you face any technical issues while using it, with the Medisoft Cloud package, you provide unlimited technical support, meaning you can reach out to our support queue complimentary if you face any errors, and they're going to assist you right away. And part of being secured and being always in a secured environment is to get the upgrades to make sure that you're always on the latest version of the market, on the latest operating system available. So with Medisoft Cloud, each and every year, we're going to upgrade you to the latest version of the market with no extra fees. You're the first one to get the new features, the new version of Medisoft each and every year. Adding to that, in case you heard about Medisoft and you want to use the billing, or in case you want a refresher on Medisoft, we provide you with 5 hours of live one-on-one training with one of our trainers here at Microwize. We take your hand step by step if you're new to billing, or even if you need a refresher. This is something that we include in the package. Just to wrap it up real quick, we take care of your backup security. You can access anytime, anywhere, free upgrades, unlimited technical support, and 5 hours of training. So whether you want to go with the server-based upgrade or the cloud option, we got you covered. So currently we're running a promotion. If you want to go with Medisoft Cloud, for the first 3 months, you're not going to pay any monthly fee, totally for free, the first 3 months. And I'm sure once you try it for the first 3 months, you would want to continue being on the cloud because of the services included and the flexibility of working anywhere, anytime. And the other available option is a promotion running right now is the server-based upgrade. So actually, yesterday was the last day for the 30% discount. But if you're one of the attendees and you didn't get the chance to upgrade yet, you're still eligible for 30% discount, and it's going to be available until next Friday, 1 week from now. So if you didn't yet upgrade, right now is going to be the best time to do so. And adding to that, if you really want to upgrade and you want me to send you a quote or a pricing or any details like this, what I would need from you is just your current Medisoft version and type, like what Medisoft version you have and what type of Medisoft you're currently using, and how many people in your office are currently using Medisoft. These two information, these two questions will really make me tailor a quote for you that best fit your needs. And here's my contact information. My name is John. I'm the senior sales team lead at Microwize Technology. This is my direct number. This is my email. If you have any questions or any concerns, or if you need any quotes, please reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to assist. And yeah, it's been a pleasure having you all with us today. I'll leave the mic for Robert. If you have any last minute thoughts, thank you all for attending. And Robert, you can take it from there.
All right. So let me just go back to my contact information. If you ever need to reach out to me for whatever reason, this is my direct phone number and this is my email. If they have no further questions regarding, even if it's not related to upgrades or Medisoft 23, I would love to hear if you have any question now or later. Thank you so much for your business. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. Have a wonderful day and thank you.